Hello there, commanders, and welcome to another episode of, well, not episode, just Total Warrior News update, but episode of Commander Preview, I guess. This time we have a Lubu, and the game tells us he's supposed to be a Glaive Commander, specifically Glaive Commander. That's interesting. Hey, last time we went to the right side with SUNTZU, let's now go to the left with Lubu. Okay, and let's take a look at his abilities while we are approaching our enemies. Was that a JoJo's reference? It most likely was. Rage, it's a charge. Charge through the enemy units, damaging and potentially knock them flying. Available to melee infantry, missile infantry, and cavalry. So essentially everything? Okay. Effect self-will is a charge, duration 3 seconds, cooldown 40 seconds. Movement speed, acceleration, obviously charge impact, that's really good, and impact damage as well. And obviously it silences us. Only, what is flying column doesn't silence? No, Gongir's charge doesn't silence. Yeah, that's the only charge in the game that doesn't silence. I wonder if that's a bug or just oversight from CA side. Or is it actually supposed to be like that? Oh, A is being capped, that's not good. Okay, let's see his another ability. Whirlwind. Damage AoE strike. Oh, usually the SUNTZU description, right? It only said it's a strike. That's it. Although it did say frontal cone. Right, it's a strike in a frontal cone. Let's see the whirlwind. I mean, will we see it?
Goodbye, Kinane.
Goodbye, Kanana, yes. Kinane.
You test my patience.
What the hell, this guy is unkillable. Oh shit, it took A. No. Okay, anyway. Whirlwind. Perform a sweeping strike against all adjacent enemies and block all incoming projectiles. Well, it says plus 40 missile block chance, so I don't think it's block all, just 40% more, I guess. Depends on how you want to count it. But let's not dive deep into the math, because you should never math and record a YouTube video. Never ever. Anyway, let's continue our preview. So, available to melee infantry and cavalry, targets all adjacent enemies, affect self and enemy units, obviously. Cooldown 35 seconds, duration 4 seconds. On self, whirlwind, plus 40% missile block chance, plus 30% melee attack. Ooh. That sounds much better than SUNTZU's Opportunist. And obviously silence. Can't use when phalanx currently active. I guess obviously. But oh, it didn't say that for SUNTZU, I believe, right? So that means SUNTZU can use his strike on phalanx units, which Lubu can't. So there's that. I mean, imagine using a whirlwind with a fucking 5-meter pike or however long they were. Well, they were not 5 meters. I guess it depends. No. They were not that long, right? Anyway, that's not about... that video is about pike length. So let's not do that. Oh, we've got whirlwind covered. Let's see the third ability. Reckless Force. Buff. Impulsive Rage grants your blows extra melee damage, though at the expense of melee attack and charge deflect. This effect diminishes over time. Oh, so we have abilities that get stronger and stronger over time, and this one diminishes in return. Okay, so cooldown 80 seconds, duration 15 seconds. Intensity settings reduces from value displayed over time, and it gives you minus 40 charge deflect, plus 50% melee weapon damage, but minus 25% melee attack. That's an interesting ability. It also will be interesting to see what kind of upgrades it has on the talent tech tree. If you can call it a tech tree, I don't know. Yes, you can. We have that active. 200, 200. Inactive. I mean, it goes down, so we won't see that big of a difference. We need to see how strong it is at the beginning. So let's attack with both of these units at the same time, and let's use it on only one of them. And then we'll be able to see the difference.
A new capture point has become available.
Okay. Charge in.
Test my patience.
Or if you route them, we won't be able to test much. Well, they still have 3 units of phalanx. Okay, let's use it on this unit. So we're hitting like 140. We see bigger damage numbers. God damn it. They're running away. I will need a more clear blob engagement somewhere in order to see that properly.
An enemy capture
Can I do that with this cavalry? I guess it will go after the archers now. We have this cavalry coming as well. Oh, okay, come on, come at me. Okay, let's use it on this one.
No matter the cost.
And let's try to look at the damage numbers. God damn it, they routed. Hey, thanks, George. Okay.
Our capture point is contested.
Ah, this unit is small, but whatever. It is there in the front, right?
Be forceful. Do not stop.
The numbers disappear very quickly. It's very hard to tell. But you can always just pause the video and look for them, I guess. It's hard for me. Well, I guess it does increase the damage. It's a strike.
None can withstand the storm.
Bam. Where's the whirlwind though? This is literally just a Witcher ability, like deflecting arrows with swords, or in his case, glaives. Well, we can use it on any melee infantry really, and cavalry as well. So you whirlwind your spear, or cavalry spear, and just deflect arrows that way. Well, that's not good. We're kind of losing, but whatever. We can just still
Enemy capture point is
make a comeback. B has been completely abandoned. Well, we can just go and cap the enemy base, I guess. Right?
Our main base is being attacked.
Okay, we have an opportunity here. Test the stuff. Just attack them frontally. The phalanx, I know,
Test my
but
patience.
whatever. Okay, let's use this on only one unit, and let's see what Whirlwind does.
We have secured a capture point.
I guess you should have paused there. Let's see. I see only like 140s, 150s. I don't really see any bigger numbers than that, but then again, I might just be missing them.
A new capture point has become available.
Feel my rage.
Yes, feel my rage. Lubu, very angry boy, very backstabby boy. God damn it, kill that one dog. I mean, handler. Oh, they're also in our base. Guess that will be an opportunity. Take back B after that. So as a glaive commander, can he play anything else? Reckless Force is available to cavalry. Whirlwind is available to cavalry. His charge is also available to cavalry. So we can really easily just play cavalry with him. Then again, it gives him plus 50% melee weapon damage, which for cavalry,
An enemy capture
Why?
point is under attack.
we could just use it. No, wait, no. Will that work on charges? I don't think it will work on charges. Charge damage is calculated entirely separately, so melee weapon damage doesn't
Capture point has become
influence
available.
that at all. But I guess you would cut down archers faster. But yeah, you'll cut them down pretty fast anyway, so doesn't really matter, right? And we'll also Whirlwind,
Capture point.
Whirlwind also supersedes parry. So the strike ability, commander strike ability that supersedes unit abilities. But then again, Whirlwind is a pretty nice strike ability. I really like it.
Enemy team
It's much better than Opportunist. So yeah, I'm a fan. Opportunist gave you like what, 50% melee attack. This gives you 30, sorry, and 40 missile block chance. I mean, a missile block chance for 4 seconds. You can really just use it for one volley, unless you're getting barraged. Let's assume I'm being barraged right now. Like bam, Whirlwind. Right, and I'm blocking a little bit more of these missiles, as you can see. Or can you? I don't know. The overall value briefly increased, I guess. Okay, the Reckless Force ability, how does it compare to other ultimate abilities? And plus 50% melee weapon damage, it just screams Vengeance to me, right? Vengeance is just infinite, potentially, right? As long as you have other people to fight, you'll have Vengeance. This only lasts 15 seconds and decreases over time. Oops. Bad micro. It also gives you debuffs.
A new capture point has
The
been
Vengeance on tier 5, it gives you plus 50% melee weapon damage and melee attack.
MV Oryx is defeated.
And is potentially infinite, right? And it's very hard to, even if like the enemies disengage,
We have
they still get
secured
like
capture
15 seconds activity out of it, right?
Our unit is under attack.
And it doesn't give you any debuffs. And you can't use it in Phalanx, which is I guess good. Imagine pikes with that, oof. Or rather G, in case of China. So yeah, I don't know about this ability. Then again, pretty much any other ability compared to Vengeance is like kinda weak.
I will obliterate.
So there's that argument to be had. And the charge, I mean, it gives you charge impact and impact damage, which are really nice stats to have on a charge. Definitely charge impact, right? Because that just allows you to win charges, and if you don't win a charge, your impact damage won't be applied anyway.
All of you shall fall.
So, Rage, I would say it's a good charge, and also potentially knock them flying. I mean, any charge really does that, right? Whirlwind, a very good strike ability, so yeah, overall good.
Take this.
But Reckless Force, not that strong. That again is on a short cooldown, only 80 seconds. But it wasn't the...
A new
Yeah, Salsa's ability, the AoE ability, his ultimate, was also on a short cooldown. Was it 80 seconds as well? Duration was, I think, 20 seconds? Maybe also 15. Well, it will change as you progress up the tiers anyway. But yeah, it gave you nice melee attack and melee defense, and decreased enemy attack. That was pretty nice.
Can withstand a storm. You shall feel my power.
So yeah, his ultimate ability not very good, although it depends, maybe it has some good upgrades later on, but at tier 5
been eliminated.
kinda weak,
Will obliterate you.
especially since you want to play this on melee infantry, right?
We have almost achieved victory.
But it will also work really well on cavalry. The melee cavalry won't benefit that much from Reckless Force, but his charge and the Whirlwind Strike are already good abilities that cavalry can use to great effect. So yeah, Lu Bu can be easily played on both cavalry and melee infantry. Doesn't really have to be glaive as well. It can be just regular sword infantry. It wouldn't really work on G infantry because, well, you can use his abilities in phalanx. So don't use him on G infantry. But other than that, pretty good commander. Just his ultimate ability is kind of weak. But I guess then he's OP, because if his ultimate ability was really good, like vengeance level good, then we will be like, oops, yep, that's kind of OP. All three abilities are really good. In that case, kind of balanced. And well, you can combine the third ability plus 50% melee weapon damage and then use that on with a strike. Oof, oof. That's kind of like a powerful combo, to be honest. So yeah, let's not underestimate the melee weapon damage, plus 50% is kind of huge. And combined with a strike, it can do like really, really big harm, and that's a really good strike ability at that as well. So anyway, that's the preview of Lu Bu. So please subscribe to SUNTZU Academy channel to help us bring Arena back to the West and to stay notified about any future preview videos of the Chinese faction, any news that may come in the future, any previews that may come in the future, not necessarily of the Chinese faction but others as well. I mean, we already had leaks of Gladiators and Persia, so that's coming as well, hopefully sooner rather than later. And Japan, search for Japan. And yeah, until then, I'll see you on arenas and battlefields, commanders.